It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike, 180. Alert. 80 weapon.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Trubisky. Looking for White on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Check. Fresno. Hey. 5-7. Shift. Switch.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Lock in. Mike 5-4. Rip right.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Watch out. Check 52. 4 down.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you run. Go.
Now it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now, the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Wilson hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction down.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
That's going to be a long day. Right there, 54.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Now here's something you don't see too often. They're 0 for 2 converting these in the opening quarter, but they're trying a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Check. 49, check 49.
They're going to try and throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack there by Roquan Smith. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a second down coming up. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Alert, alert. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Tighten up. 25.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
18.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And some room to roam now. And running with power here. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. This is Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. On third and goal, Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Switching gears for a second, Charles, this last week has not been kind to quarterbacks who are toward the end of their career. You think about Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger, both with injuries, and then Eli Manning, he's heading to the bench.
Maybe we look at it as a collective passing of the torch. Not in a way that anyone really wants when you talk about Brees and Roethlisberger due to injury, although I expect Brees to be back before this season is over and play. Eli, it'll be interesting to see what happens with him. Will he accept that role as the number 2? Will someone else in the league want Eli Manning to quarterback for them? But overall, think about who's still left out there. The Tom Brady's of the world. We're seeing a lot of his guys maybe start to transition.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
18. Brings up third and Alpha.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action. Trubisky hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Stu. Mike 54. Got you, boy.
Trubisky will throw. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 21 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point. Going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Wilson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. CD, we want to remind folks, in honor of its 100th season, the NFL is encouraging fans to join players, teams, and the NFL family in a year-long volunteer initiative called Huddle. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Switch. Check 9. Watch the safety creep. Check 3. Blue. You got to get moving, man. Man, moving. You got to get... Hey, Wood.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And this one is right down Broadway. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
What?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Carson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run the counter. It's Carson, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Leonard Floyd. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Roquan Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Check 24. Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
They go play action with Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Whip. Watch the whip. Sponge. No.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Well, now they'll try the end around. And an alley to run. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not so.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Cordero Patterson taking it in as the Bears push further out in front.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense?
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Leonard Floyd, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Roquan Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. Bears push further out in front, and it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one.
Slim and none. Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 11 yards out as the Bears push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wilson going to throw again. Left side complete to Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs.
I had that game. had that game.
Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
I should get that rematch from there. I'm playing him. I know you got. I'm going to kick his ass if I'm playing him. I'm going to kick his ass bad. I don't like that.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Chris Jones on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a give to the right, Ingram. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson.
Oh, my God.
That will be incomplete. Damn. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On second down, Ingram. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
There you go. Check nickel.
Jackson from the shotgun. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
I like that. Don't worry about that, man.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and it's 3rd and short.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
He is going to find Hill here. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
It's like day-to-day. Not day-to-day, but weeks. Like whole weeks.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Pernell McPhee. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mahomes now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't like how you beat me last game.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. From the 25 on second down, Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Who throws it better than me?
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
We're scoreless after one.
What you want, Amir?
What you want? Baltimore.
Watch
it's the
cartoon.
Ravens in possession as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. On second and 9, Jackson flushed out right.
No!
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. While we have a second, wanted to check in on how the first-year head coaches are doing, because week 1 was not very kind to them. They went 1-6-1. Matt LaFleur was the only winner. But week 2, not a ton better, Charles. They were 3-5.
And really not a surprise. And remember, Freddie Kitchens and Adam Gase squared off on Monday night with Freddie Kitchens and the Browns getting the victory. But Bruce Arians, Matt LaFleur, they won this week as well. But again, not a major surprise, because typically, if you're a new head coach, you took over a bad team. So you're just trying to build and get better. But Matt LaFleur right now, the clear winner, 2-0 and really going.
Stop it,
Now
AZ.
the throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete.
Well, they're not able to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Mahomes now on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. A first trip to the red zone for KC. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Man, get the pick, man. Get that
Knocked
pick.
away
Get
and
that pick.
incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
Stop it. He's close to that.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Go.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light red.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. We'll have highlight. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
What I say?
Picked off around the 37.
I'm saying.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber. 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish.
Oh, he's taken down. The Chiefs sack. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on third and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
What the
Wide open receiver complete.
Oh, my God.
He takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. You must play some good defense. You got good defense.
Throwing again. Jackson buying time to his left. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
You got the defense on your shit, though. You ain't showing defense. On your shit on defense.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
On first and 10. It's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
He's checking his heel. Crash. Quick dance. Come. Alert 3.
That's a 10 playing. I got one. I got a lot of it.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
You know what? I do that same thing to my little brother when my little brother was young. My little brother's like 2 years old. Yeah, that do work.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go.
Wow.
Plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like.
He's got a man, complete. That one good for 37 yards.
But we spend a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board.
You adjusting yourself.
But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
It's all about the dub. No matter how many points it is, everybody going to play better.
Mahomes now on first down.
Oh,
this is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. Mahomes now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a first and 10. They'll run it with McCoy. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Charles, a little league-wide news as the Browns were taking care of the Jets on Monday Night Football Week 2. We got word that Dolphins safety Minkah Fitzpatrick continuing the exodus from Miami. He was traded to the Steelers in exchange for a first-round draft pick next spring.
And that means Miami is exchanging a 1, Minkah Fitzpatrick, who they use that to acquire, for a 1 next spring. And how valuable will that pick be? Well, the Steelers are 0-2. Ben Roethlisberger's out for the season. This could turn out to be a high number 1 pick because the Steelers have been struggling this season.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Oh, I had him open too.
That pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Wings I got.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Damn! I'm right there!
Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick on Wassel.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
No, you're not. You don't shit. You don't shit.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drive.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 70 yards as his guys are back.
That's a play that I wanted to get on before.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's
right back
perspective,
to it. I think, you know what? I'm going to show him. I'm going to get that play. I'm going to talk about through that pass.
Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Got you.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Go!
And the Raven pressure.
Let's go!
Down he goes.
I want this game.
Marching in for the sack, Matthew
Judah. I got defense today. I just got picked in the right time.
Play of the quarter.
I ain't doing it right. I ain't put my defense right time. I ain't capitalized.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes finding room at the 30. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Now here's Mahomes.
Let's go. Punt that ball. Punt that ball. Punt the ball. Punt the ball.
Able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Punt the
And
ball.
plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
I'm hurt their feelings tonight, dude.
Down he goes.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
They gotta beat me.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
My ball. My ball.
Incomplete.
My ball.
They
ain't want it.
But
We don't want it.
Pan out. And the
We don't want
Ravens
it.
get the football back and in great shape.
We don't want it.
56. Watch the slant.
Let's go. All the way. All the way. I'm out here. I'm out here. I'm out here.
Marquise Brown.
I'm out here. Man, I want this.
And the Ravens have
You know I'm
taken
coming
the
at.
lead.
You know I'm coming. Once I see that corner back off, I say, you know what? I'm finna fuck him up. I seen that corner backing up. I thought I'm finna fuck him up. With a block right there, that was it.
Here we
Easy
go
play.
now as we get set for
Let's go.
a big 2-point conversion.
I'll make play calls out here.
Now it's Jackson.
Touchdown.
So the
15
2-point
short, like you do for
conversion is
conversion.
good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Let's go. I'm out here in the streets. That's what they
Tucker
want.
now to kick it away.
They want the old
touchdown.
MackMed back. Let's get it. I try to do a little something new. I want this game.
This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
I told them I'm going to win the game. I told them I'm going to win the game. I said I'm going to win the game. You know, man, I'm going to win this game. I told that. Okay. All right, cool. I ain't going to sit down. Don't sit down.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's got this down to the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. On 1st down, Mahomes. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now Jackson steps away to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Ooh,
And
it was in my
that'll
hand.
wind up
It was in my hand. It was
incomplete.
in my hand. Stop it.
Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on football.
Oh, he cut that shit in
Pressure
one
there
hand.
as it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Nowhere near. You're right.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Williams, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for McCoy. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10.
I got him. Watch the safety creep.
I gotta go do something. I'll be back on later tonight. I gotta do something. I gotta do some work on the computer. I'll get back on.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
You and the other dude.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Mahomes to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. He was looking for Watkins that time. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Jackson to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
It's second down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Switch.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Oh my God, this game don't love me. Oh.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun...